Alright, what's good, y'all, man? We're back, and today I got another dope video for y'all because we're going to be breaking down this orchestral cinematic type of sample, something like along the lines of Southside, 808 Mafia type of stuff. And it's going to be dope because you're going to see I'm going to use, different contact banks, analog lab presets, and you're going to see my process on how I put together this loop. So it's going to be dope, and we're going to get straight into FL, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, as y'all can see, we're in FL right now, and yeah, I know it looks super complex, but it's actually not as complicated as you think, because what I've been doing recently is basically just kind of rendering out all of my patterns, presets, everything, because if I do it that way, I'll be able to manipulate it even more than I already did. So I highly recommend y'all start doing that. So the first sound that we have is actually this contact bank from Desright, which one of the best banks out right now. So many synths in here. I use it all the time. It's definitely one of my go-tos. And yeah, like I really didn't do too much to it. I just kind of, because this is the basic preset, I didn't change anything, and I just laid out this simple idea right here. This is what it sounds like. So yeah, super simple. So let's get into how I actually made it. So really, I just started with a simple chord. That's it. Really, just a simple F minor notes like that, and I just added some filler notes on top. And that's the thing, like if you use good sounds, you don't really gotta do too crazy on the midis for real. I just usually start off with simple ideas, and it works, as you heard. So that's it for the first sound. And effects wise, I just use some EQs, take the low out, clean it up a bit. Shep 73 stereo to clean it up, take some of the mids out, boost some of the highs. That's really about it for the first preset. Next up, we have same pattern, but this is Analog Lab, and it's actually a preset by my boy Max Shooter from Analog Tools, which if you haven't got Analog Tools yet, it's one of the best overall sound kits out right now, so I highly recommend y'all cop it. And the first sound I used the first preset actually, which was the amazing preset Synthpad, and this is what that sounds like. Nothing crazy. It's a dope preset. I really just use it so I can kind of layer onto the first sound. Yeah, just so I can kind of have something going for real. Layering is always going to be a good thing to do, just to keep the idea going. And once again, I didn't really add any effects to it because I thought the preset already sounded good, so that's why I say y'all should definitely go check that out. Next thing I got here is, let's see, so this is another Analog Lab bank right here. It's a multi-key. It's the Cinematic Suspense multi-key from Analog Tools. I changed it up a bit just to add a little bit of variation. The multi-key was already doing a good amount as well, so I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit, but this is what it sounds like. So it definitely sounds dope for real. And as far as the main sounds, I think that's pretty much it, because I actually did something pretty cool y'all will see in a second. What I actually did was everything that you just heard, those three sounds, I took them out, rendered them. I put halftime on the master, right? Not for the entire sample, just for those three sounds, and I basically just reversed it. So everything that you heard, this is basically it right here, just with halftime and reversed. So what it sounds like. So yeah, that came out pretty cool. The halftime gave it a cool effect, because I took it and I basically put it on the 1.5 preset. So that definitely manipulates the sound a lot. You can do so much with it. So next thing that I have here is actually the sound from Contact, and it's the one of my favorite banks. Y'all probably seen this bank a lot on my channel. It's a Teleton Audio synth bank, and this is the preset. It's called Dread. This is a dope preset, one of my favorite presets. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, it definitely has that super dark, sinister feel to it. I like it a lot, and it's a simple pattern, literally just 4 notes. That's it, just a simple chord. You don't gotta do nothing crazy. You don't gotta overthink your melodies. You just need basic pattern that you can build off of. And as I've shown before with the 3 sounds rendered into one waveform, there's already a good amount going on, so this was the perfect amount that I needed to add on top of it. So this is what we just heard rendered out with the 3 original sounds from earlier. now y'all can probably tell the samples definitely coming together pretty good. Still kind of simple, just sound selection combined with good ideas put together. That's how it came about. Now, just to bring everything together, I just added this simple synth bass from, you know, Viom's Paint collection, and this is what it sounds like. Just a bass note, you know, to follow along with the main melody. Alright, so here we got another pattern. This is a string from Contact, the Orchestra Complete 3. This is the preset string sustained voicing 01. This is what it sounds like. Say it's super dope. I basically just took that, rendered it out, and this is what it sounds like rendered out. I didn't really add anything to it at all. Okay, so we got the string and we got all the different synth presets put together. So next up, I actually added this phrase. Alright, so that was basically just a phrase from Mac's Analog Tools kit once again. And the one other sound that I have in the sample is actually this autoharp from Contact. This is definitely one of my go-to sounds. For real, I always use this. And this is the pattern. And I actually do have some effects on the sound. For example, on this right here, I got fragments, just the default preset, rendered it out, and that's basically the entire sample. You know, with everything put together, right? Let's listen to the entire sample. Alright, once again, thank you all for watching. Hope y'all learned something, and let me know what else you want to see down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.